Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for Radiance's September announcements. We've got two releases here, one that I am very familiar with, one that I am not, but looking into it sounds really interesting and fascinating with some wonderful extras. So let's dive in, have a little look at these two releases, see what they have to offer. For first up, we have the Amicus release of Scream and Scream Again. Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing. Do you really have to say much more? That is an instant pickup, if ever there was one. So yeah, fantastic. I love the art on this one. Scream and Scream Again. A serial killer runs amok over London, draining his victims of their blood. A mad doctor performs experimental surgery on his victims, taking them apart limb by limb. A shady organisation from Eastern Europe is involved in some way, while intelligence officer Fremont investigates, bringing together the biggest horror stars of the era. Amicus Productions pulled out all the stops to compete with rival studio Hammer. So yeah, it's making its UK Blu-ray debut, which is unbelievable that it hasn't had one before. So we've got an HD definition digital transfer of the British and the American cuts of the film. We have an uncompressed mono PCM audio commentary with Kevin Lyons, the author of an encyclopedia of fantastic films and television, and Jonathan Rigby, author of English Gothic classic horror cinema. We have new interviews with actors Julian Holloway and Christopher Matthews, editor Peter Elliott, and prop man Arthur Wicks. I love when these companies dig up somebody that was on the production but isn't like a big part of it. Like the prop man, he's probably going to have some wonderful stories. We have Ramsey Campbell on Christopher Wicking and Peter Saxon. We have Gentleman Gothic, Gordon Hessler at American International Pictures, a documentary on the filmmaker's work for the studio, featuring Hessler himself and several critics from 2015. We've got Uta Screams Again, an interview with actress Uta Levka, which is from 1999. Oh, fantastic. A Super 8 version of the film, a reconstruction of the cut-down version distributed as the living corpse of Dr. Mabuse. I love Super 8 versions. If you've never seen the one of this before, you need to watch them. They run anywhere from like 15 minutes to maybe 20. A really condensed down version of the film, and it's fascinating to see what they keep and what they get rid of. It's terrific. We have deleted scenes. We have Mick Garris trailer commentary. The filmmaker provides a short overview of the film. I love Mick Garris, so that's terrific. We've got a trailer, a gallery, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, reversible sleeve featuring designs based on original posters, limited edition booklet. We have 3 character postcards of classic images. It's limited to 3,000 copies. Yep. And we've got here, which we'll get into in the next minute, we've got a bundle. So if you add the Dead Mother and Scream Again to your basket, you'll receive 10% off, valid till July the 5th. Absolutely 100%. Cannot wait to watch this again, see how the transfer's like. It's a terrific movie. Now on to the one that I know nothing about, a Spanish movie from 1993, The Dead Mother. Ishmael breaks into the house of a fine art restorer and shoots the homeowner dead, leaving her daughter orphaned and her traumatized for life. Years later, Ishmael is working in a bar where he sees the daughter again. Paranoid that she has recognized him and will report him, he kidnaps her and holds her hostage, demanding that the hospital pay a ransom for her release. As he spends more time with her, a strange bond develops that causes him to delay the ransom request or fulfill his threats of throwing her in front of a train. But he can't delay forever. A gothic thriller with pitch-black humour that recalls the Coen brothers. So it's a Spanish film. It's from a 4K restoration, supervised by the director. You get the uncompressed stereo 2.0. You have an audio commentary by the director. The Story of La Madre Muerta, a documentary on the making of the film featuring behind-the-scenes images and interviews with the cast and crew. Great, love that kind of stuff. Victor's Kingdom, Goya award-winning short film by the director, restored in 4K. Gallery of behind-the-scenes and promotional imagery, trailer, reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork, limited edition booklet featuring writing on the film by several people, it seems. You get the limited edition soundtrack CD featuring the score, which is the first time that Radiance has done something like this, and the price isn't that high for the disc with the soundtrack. You get a limited edition, 3,000 copies. Now, one of the names that jumps out at me here in the limited edition booklet is Nacho Vigalondo, because I utterly adore his film Time Crimes, which someone has to release. Radiance, are you going to make my dreams come true in this one? Because I think that is a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. He also did Colossal and is it Rear Window? Open Windows, which is the Elijah Wood horror movie as well. Now, I watched the trailer on YouTube. The trailer is horrible quality. It really is, but it gives a flavour of the film, and I like that flavour that it's given me, so it looks terrific. Now, again, it's out in the 18th of September. You've got that add to the basket with Scream It and Scream Again to get 10% off these two titles. Personally, I think they look great. I am sold on this. It's a very exciting month, and Radiance are continuing their dominance of just releasing stuff that kind of strangely captivates me and makes me enthused to check out. I would love to know what you think of these two announcements, whether it's just Scream and Scream Again or The Dead Mother. Have you seen The Dead Mother? What did you think of it? Please let me know in the comment box below, because I'm really interested in the thoughts of people I trust like yourself. Are you picking either of these titles up or both? Let me know in the comment box below. We have a chit chat about these releases. There's more content up here where you can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and ManVFilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.